I volunteered at the Century Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization created in 1998. It's located in South Pedro, right next to the beach. Its owner is Pedro, and its main coordinator is Mariana. This school is a home to orphans, and a lot of their proceeds come from the cafe they have. They sell pastries and feed, and it's an up and going project. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to take pictures or record, so I took a picture of the beach a lot, and that's what it is on the bottom right. At this school, they were very informative. They taught the students current events like the cyclone, which was happening at the time, and we also learned that a lot of these orphans were here because the parents couldn't afford to keep them, or they simply just didn't have the abilities to. A few take-home messages that I have. First one, those with disabilities need special attention at all times. I interacted with a girl who had autism, and I feel like she needed more attention than the other kids. It was very hard for her to play with other kids, and usually the other kids would make fun of her, and it was not right because she took it as they were playing with her. So definitely, I feel like someone should be there who specializes in that behavior. As adults and teachers, we should be aware of our actions. Occasionally, teachers would cuss in front of the students, and I don't think that's right. They should be on top of their game and consider that they are the influences for the students. The third one, embracing the familiarity and ignorance. A lot of people, or including myself and my friends, would get lost, and it was hard finding our way, but we found our way. And just knowing that you're in a country that you don't know anything about is amazing, and you have to embrace that. It's exciting, it's new, and you're gonna find your way. And remember that you're a guest in their country. Don't think you can change everything that you don't like, because that's them, and that's who they are, and that's what makes them who they are. And then the last one, explore as much as you can. There's so much to see in a new country, and you have to take it all in. Don't waste your time and not explore, because there's so many things out there. Reading Notes Intelligence and Talent made my experience impactful because they were so bright and warm and nice, and they would love to dance, which made them even more fun to be with, and they encouraged me to dance, and they were up to date with all the current events. Meeting new people helped me understand other countries better, and it was exciting knowing that so many ethnicities were in one hostel. And living like a local gave me the opportunity to live like everyone else and not just tourists. I learned that Portuguese language has similarities to Spanish. It's the third sixth country in the world. Many diverse and friendly people. Portugal is very similar to San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge, similar to Ponte de Ebro, the same architect. The walking the hills, the transportation like cable cars, streetcars. I learned that the government buildings and homes are in peach color, and cigarettes and birth control are easily accessible. My friend needed birth control, and she literally got it over the counter. And cigarettes are in vending machines at many convenience stores. Global perspective is important because you understand challenges other people across the country undergo. You gain cultural competence. You feel empathy for others. You keep an open mind to new opportunities and relationships that will benefit you in the future. You understand better global issues and matters and current events across the country. And you also gain better insight in your career path. Like, for example, I'm a social work major, and this helps me understand health and social issues in different countries. Global perspective influences health through finding cures for sicknesses, through learning techniques, through understanding how the US can or can be helped, through sharing resources, and through making the world a better place. I noticed that Portugal was more laid back. They start their days late, like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., and that's the norm. Public transportation was the main transportation. They have more narrow roads. higher hills to walk, less clothing is more acceptable. Their ocean was way colder. They're the Atlantic and we're the Pacific. It's a more collective country, family oriented. Catholicism, they take holidays very seriously. Their language is obviously different. The cost of living is cheaper. The norm is to live with your whole family, so it's way cheaper. Um, there are cigarette machines, so cigarette machines are easily accessible. Anyone could buy a pack of cigarettes, and there's no toilet seat covers, so it was kind of a struggle going to the bathroom. The importance of differences between the US and Portugal include learning to respect culture, understand why we live different lives, become more knowledgeable, more culturally competent, appreciate what you have because a lot of countries don't have the benefits that we have in the US, like health insurance, technology, transportation, easily accessible things, and you honestly just continue learning. The more you know, the more help you can provide for other countries. The similarities between the US and Portugal include diversity. I believe both countries are like melting pots. The second is cost of meals. They're about the same price. I didn't see much of a difference. The English speaking, a lot of Portuguese do speak English, but it's very good to know more of like a Spanish background or obviously Portuguese background. They value school very much and religion. Transportation, as far as the trolley or the subway or the bus, the variety of like foods. They don't just have Portuguese food like in the US. We don't have just American food. The beaches, everyone goes to the beaches. It's the common thing to do, especially in San Diego and San Francisco. As I stated earlier, they have a lot of things in common. In my free time, I visited the Oceanarium, which is one of the newer features of Lisbon. It was really fun, very big, and I saw so many animals. Wine tasting, I went with a group, and I'm a new fan of port wine, which literally means porter wine, and it's a very sweet wine. Beaches were amazing, just like San Diego. There was so much to see, just to lay out and relax. And I ate a lot of gelato. You can't really find yogurt or ice cream because there's a bunch of gelato, which is even better.